Hello everyone and welcome to Roy's Resurrection. I'm inside my RX8 and this is phase one. We're gonna take care of the first and main problem that this car has, rust. As you know, I've taken my 231 for a pre-MOT, like a mock MOT, where the technician identified one main problem: holes in the sill. Holes due to rust, which is something very common with many of you out there. So that's what we're going to tackle first. That's the phase one of this project of resurrecting this car and getting it back to these A days. I didn't know who to look for. I thought the garage was the right place to go. Found a fabricator that came to the drive, had a look at the car and said that he can do for £1,000. Okay, that sounds great. This guy seems like he knows what he's doing. I've put away about £1,000, £1,500, which is what I heard around seems to be the cost of doing a job like this. It costed me £1,000. So I thought, let's try. Let's give it a go. And that's done already. I'm sorry I don't have any footage from when I dropped off the car. It all happened very quickly. I went there, left the car, Ben said goodbye, and I went. The day after, and he started working on it, and he started scraping and cleaning, and then he sent me a message saying that the situation wasn't quite as optimistic as expected. The rust is deep, really deep. Big Ben started cleaning it, started taking off the first layer of the sill, the outer sill, and it revealed quite a lot of nasty stuff, basically saying that £1,000 won't be enough. I was hoping it was going to be enough, but as we said earlier, I was expecting a bit more, and so it is. We're looking already at 1,700, he said. This is including the sills. The other issue on top of money is time. This is due to the fact that I will soon have my first child. Having the car back on the road with rust, MOT, and engine rebuild done is paramount within the next 2 to 3 months maximum. So Ben has been working on the car for just under a week. I'm gonna wait another couple of days and probably pop there on Wednesday. How bad is it?
It looks bad to the normal eye. So what we got here, someone's put a patch on before. It's not a great good one really.
Right.
So what we're going to do, we're going to cut back on this baseline here, right through to there. Once the seal comes, we'll work out what we can lose on the outer seal and then refit the inner one so it comes onto the back of it, clamp it on.
Is it quite...
It's quite a job out.
It's quite a job.
Yeah, it's quite a job, yeah. It's not, you know, for the faint-hearted. Literally, that's got to go and all. See it? We need to be above that. The other sill is pretty good on the inside. If we have a look at this now and have a look once I just grind a bit of this back. If you look at that now, it's cleaned it back to real fresh metal.
So does that mean that bit's good?
Yeah, that bit's good. And then you look at the area I cleaned up yesterday.
Yeah, that's falling apart.
It's lovely and clean and good to weld to.
What about the rest of the car?
Yeah, no, I think the rest of it looks all right. I mean, there's a couple of bits we picked up on this morning. I mean, I could tap this with a torch if you just watch this. It's all right, it's only Al's money. And that's just with a torch. So what we will do, we will bend and put a new plate and clean all this off and put a nice fresh plate, tuck it in there. Nice bit of seam sealer, and then we'll be able to put some black on it. If I'm doing a vehicle that's got both sides done, I tend to start on the ugly side, which is the hardest side, because then it just makes me feel better once it's done. I'll look after you, buddy.
Thank you,
All right, no problem at all.
It's looking ugly, isn't it? A lot more holes are in the car than they're supposed to be. Ben keeps saying things like, I can do that, but it'll cost you money, which is fair. Now the question is how far to push it, how well to do the job, how long should it last? It's about getting it back on the street, making it usable, making it viable, making it a car that I can keep. It has to last. If I spend money on this, it has to last. I'm in his hands. I gotta trust that he knows what he's doing and that the rest of the car is not gonna fail on me just because now I fixed one thing. Because that's the bigger picture, isn't it?
It looks like there's been an update on the car. Ben's ordered all the sills and he's now arrived. All the sills are now arrived.
seals on. We've had a few hiccups. There's a few bits inside the seal that need doing before the outer seal goes on. It's going to be welded along this line. This one's got to come a little bit higher. So a bit of the arch was missing. So now we can make that up. So we cut out of the new seal, which was this piece, will probably end up in the bin. This is the piece I've cut out so far. Pretty bad. Yeah, lined up the holes. This piece was missing. So these two were joined together. There was no bottom, it was rusted away. Get the stability of this. I need them to be connected. Once the outer seal's on, if you can imagine that being come onto theirs, and then spot weld it through. And then once it's seam sealed up, well, it'd be beautiful. That's just water, that is. It's laid in there and slowly made the metal go like that, like a book. See it?
Yeah.
That's just water laid underneath that. But this is still structurally good. It's not gone through yet. I bet it has under there. You can see it has there. Look. They've got these drain holes. They've got these plugs in. Look at it. Well, that there's nothing there. Look. All through. Look.
And I'm back. I've been on a lovely break on holiday, which I'm very grateful for. This has been now almost 15 days and the car should be ready. We're gonna pop down, have a look at what it looks like and see what the final touches are.
Once it's welded on and seam sealed up, what we're doing, we black all this.
Yeah.
And what I've done, I've X-primed it all for you in there, look.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I know you'd be happy, mate. It's going to be quite high there, but I had to go up there because it was so bad. What I was going to probably do is take that line there, come across to there, and then try and go straight. What I don't want to do is come up there and carry on up there.
Yeah.
I'll let it down, let you have a look at what I've done inside here. And what I've done with that, because obviously this bit here was wider than this, so it goes down and then drops into that.
And it looks like a lip for the water.
Yeah, so the water will just drop out of there.
One side is kind of there. I thought I would have seen both sides done today, but the work has been clearly more than expected.
But the difficult thing is, when you start welding panels on, because it's not as built as good as the original, weld like 2 inches, and then move over to here and weld 2 inches. And by this time we come back and do another 2 inches. Because if you continuous weld that, it'll end up like, that's what happens, it warps. The only other thing I'm a bit worried about, the floor, because the last thing I want to do is set all the carpet alight. So I even might have to pull the seats out yet. That's all extra work. It's just what it is, mate. You know.
Yeah. So imagine if, after all this work and all the money that I'm spending into it,
You was driving home and it went pop.
Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
I'm going to tell you, I'll get it done, but I'm not cutting corners.
take care, bye-bye. Right. No. What? We're not even halfway there. Way more money. Oh, this car is trouble. In addition to it, it's not going to be ready for another 6 weeks, it thinks. It's a problem.